Hi, it's Linda from Homestead by the Lake. So we are starting week 5 of our pantry challenge. So my plan for dinner tonight was to do the stuffed brie chicken breast, but my chicken breast is just too thin already because I forgot that I had cut them all in half, so I had smaller pieces. So what we're going to do is compromise a little bit. So I am going to cook it in my cast iron, and I'm just going to season my chicken with some salt and some pepper and some garlic and some onion powder. And then what I'm going to do is cook this in the cast iron. Oh, that got me, that went right in my nose. And then I am going to top it with brie, since I can't put it inside with brie, but I'm gonna top the brie and melt that on the top. And we'll see if hopefully it'll come out good. We'll see. We are going to cook it on our cast iron. And then I am going to heat the oven because once my chicken is almost done, I'm going to top it with the brie and then put it in the oven to finish cooking. All right, chicken is doing well. Of course, it makes a mess. That's what I'm looking for. I want a nice char on the chicken. Turn that down some. My oven is preheating. And I'm going to season this other side. All right. I have my brie ready to go on top. And now what I'm going to do is the French bread that I made the other day to go with the vegetable soup. I'm going to make some garlic bread out of that and put that in the oven too. Okay, here's our other loaf of French bread that we made the other day. And I'm going to cut that up and we're going to make some nice bread to go with our chicken. So I think I might do a few options. I think I might do a garlic bread. And then I think I'm going to try some with some pesto on it. I've been trying to do something with this pesto. And before this bread gets stale on us, I want to go ahead and try that. Okay. So what I am going to do, oh, I wish I had some infused olive oil done. I don't have any right now. That's a bummer. So I am going to pour a little bit of olive oil on my bread to start with. And on one side, we're just going to make some garlic bread. With some garlic powder and some parsley. And I'm going to put a little bit of onion powder on it. And on this side, we are trying some pesto. All right, I think our chicken is ready to go in the oven. I am going to top it with our brie. That's a lot, isn't it? Really disappointing. I really wanted to do the stuffed brie. Going to top this with an apple slice. This is going in the oven to finish cooking. Okay, and then we are going to finish our bread. So we're going to put some pesto on this. I mainly wanted to try it. I really don't know if I like it. So we will see. And with pieces of brie. This is interesting, right? Can I put an apple slice on this too? Don't know. If we don't like the apple, we can just pull it off, right? But it might give it some nice flavor. I don't know, I'm skeptical now. I think we'll leave it that way. All right, talked me into it. Small pieces. Just to top it. How's that? All right, this is gonna go in and cook with our chicken. Wow, that looks like it's already melted. Chicken makes such a mess, right? Woo! All right, let's see how we're doing. Ooh. I'm gonna put our bread on broil. Okay, we have some homemade hot pepper jam that will go on the side. Very nice. And you can dip that in it. My my toast is not ready yet. I'm going to accompany that on the side of our chicken. I hope that's really good together. Ooh, and our toast is done. Our garlic bread is done. Very nice. Our garlic bread and a pesto. There we go, dinner. So today we are starting day 28 of our pantry challenge. And today I thought I would use some canned items out of my pantry and make a chili. Now I do have a slow cooker recipe for this, but I'm not going to do it in the slow cooker. I'm just going to do it in the pan. So first what we need is we need to saute the celery and the onions. And I need a half a cup of celery, which I have frozen. That looks like a half a cup. And I need 1 1/4 cups of onion. So we're going to chop that up. Okay, I've chopped up my onion. Ooh, the onion got me. I'm gonna add a smidgen of oil to saute these veggies up. Move my book. Yep, that onion got me good. All right, so while that is sauteing, I'm gonna get together stewed tomatoes that I had canned in August and diced tomatoes that I had canned in August. We're gonna use both of those. And you wanna get together your beans, whatever beans you want to use. I have black beans, kidney, and pinto that I'm going to put in. And you need to rinse, drain and rinse all of those. So I'll get that done. Okay, and to my sauteed vegetables, I'm going to add a can of carrots because I have to use it up. Otherwise, I would use fresh carrots. But these expired in 23, so I needed to get those used up. And they're fine. They don't have to be fresh. Use what you have. Now, so you want to get your carrots, your celery, and your onions sauteed. And to that, you're going to add your beans. I'm using pinto, kidney, and black. My recipe also calls for cannellini beans, but I don't have any. And then you're going to need diced tomatoes, a can of tomato sauce, and the spices you're going to need is chili powder, cumin, salt, and pepper. And we're going to saute this, and then we're going to start to add our spices and saute that a little bit, and then we're going to start to add all our ingredients. All right, so my vegetables are sauteed, and I am going to add 1 teaspoon of pepper. Oh, I need a teaspoon thingy. Hold on. All right, you want to add 1 teaspoon of pepper. And you want to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So just a smidgen. And you want to add 1 tablespoon of cumin, which I'm going to reduce that because I'm not making a big batch in my slow cooker. So I'm going to do, instead of a tablespoon, I'm going to do a teaspoon of cumin. And then you want a tablespoon of chili powder. And the chili powder, you can adjust for your hotness that you like. So I think I am going to start with a tablespoon since I'm not making a huge batch. And then I can always add some more. So give that just a minute for those spices to cook. In your veggies for just a minute. Okay, now we're going to start to add our beans. They're all rinsed and drained. Add those. And now you want to add your diced tomatoes. The whole thing, don't drain it. And tomato sauce, which I have just some stewed tomatoes that I'm going to use. Oh, this looks wonderful already. All right, so now what I'm going to do, because I don't have any plain hamburger to add some meat to it for a meat sauce, what I'm going to do is take out a packet of my meatballs and I'm going to let those defrost and I'm going to break them all up, and that will give us some meat in our chili. All right, I'm also going to add a can of corn. You don't have to, you can leave this out. Okay, we have everything in there, and now we're just gonna let this come up to a boil, and then I'm gonna reduce it and let it simmer. Okay, I'm gonna break up some of our meatballs. So this acts as the meat in our chili sauce, since I don't have any meat in the house that I can add to chili sauce, or to chili. So this will work. And these are homemade meatballs, and this video is on my channel to make your own homemade meatballs. It's a delicious recipe. And we are at a boil over here. So I'm going to turn this down now, and it's just gonna slow simmer. It's gonna slow simmer probably a good hour. You know, chili is like, the longer the better it simmers, and all those spices get into everything, into all the beans. All right, there goes our meat. Oh, this is nice. It has come to a boil. So I put my lid on, I turned it down to low, and we're just gonna let that slow simmer. I'm gonna set my timer for 1 hour, and then I'm gonna come back. Actually, let's do 30 minutes. I'm gonna do 30 minutes. I'm gonna come back and do a taste test and see where we are. All right, let's check on our chili. Ooh. Oh, it smells wonderful. Smells wonderful. Let's see, let's check our spices. I kept them out in case I needed to add any more. I kind of have a feeling I'm not going to, because I didn't do a big batch. Oh. Oh, that's so good. No, I don't need to add any more. Let me bring you closer. Look at how beautiful that is. It's coming along really good. So that chili is perfect. So for dinner, we will have a bowl of chili. You put some shredded cheese on the top. Very good. And that will also be day 30. Oh, wait. Look at my list. Who taught me how to count? 29, 28, 30, 31. So I fixed my list. Day 28 was our chicken with brie. So day 29 is our chili, and we will also have our chili tomorrow because I'll have a lot left over. So that will be 2 days. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for watching my video for my final week 5 of the Pantry Challenge for the month of January. I had so much fun. I saved a lot of money. I got things cleaned out in my cupboards and in my pantry and in my freezer. And I've gone through a lot of mason jars and I'll be ready to refill them. Unfortunately, my last day, day 31, I got sick and I have COVID. So I'm not going to be able to finish it, which is very disappointing. But I had so much fun doing the Pantry Challenge, and I hope you did too. Until next year.